Welcome everybody to a new edition of On the Block Sports Talk. Special edition today. You know what I'm saying? We over here at Marble Hill Barbershop, legendary Marble Hill Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Got the owner here. We got the owner. Everybody speak louder. We got the owner here, Rosie. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you having us for the day. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yeah, man. We got the usual suspect. My man Stat, my man Jet Nation, Coach Joe couldn't be here, and my man Kung Fu Pen. But listen, we got everybody else sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, bud. What's your name? Al. We got Big Al sitting there, you know what I'm saying?
JD.
JD. Okay.
Off the hook. Shaq.
And Pop Goodwin.
Pop, I love that man. And we got the other man, the other Barbara Garfield, who's out there, who'll be in the field. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about the Knicks, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. The Knicks, they officially cooled off.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Luol Deng, 33 points, led Chicago to their third straight win over New York, 108-101. And this game really wasn't that close. You know, I mean, they was down 20 most of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? For some reason, Chicago's got our number. And I don't know if the whole Knick thing is starting to not fall apart, but are we really cooling off and have teams figure this out? You know what I mean? Carmelo, 45 minutes, but he had 39 points. Took 34 shots, but he had 39 points. You know what I'm saying? He was off in the first half, but got it going in the second half. 39 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, which is a great game. Chandler, he had 9 points, 18 rebounds. This kid, James White, started. First time he started, he played 17 minutes, had 11 points. And J.R. Smith and Pablo combined for 25 points off the bench. This first time I think J.R. actually cooled off and hasn't had a 20-point game, which we have really needed. But Amari Stoudemire, fellas, speaking whenever you want. Is the process a little slow? 19 minutes played, 5 points, 1 rebound.
Bad back, bad legs. He's they should trade him right now while he got some trading value. Right? He's washed up and he's finished.
He said that. Listen, Amari, he said that. I didn't say that. All right, you know what I'm saying? And this is the first time.
But the Knicks is known to get players as washed up and finished, just like their whole staff is now. Washed up and finished. So Social Security. You can't win up. You cannot beat youth.
Right.
Max Kobe. Okay? You cannot beat youth. You cannot beat good legs. And these guys are old. They're old veterans, and they're old. And the Knicks are falling right in the group that I want them to fall in.
You know something, JD? Okay, you say old, but look at Miami. Miami's not that young neither.
Yeah, but they got winners.
True that. They got winners, but they're not. But if you talk
Knicks
about
got winners on their team too. They didn't win with the Knicks, but they have winners. Tyson Chandler's a winner. Jason Kidd's a winner. So we got winners on our team.
20 years ago.
Not 2010. They beat the Heat. Hello.
Yeah.
So we all know they can win other places, but when they come here, it's the same old story.
I can't argue with that, man.
But there's nothing like the pressure of New York.
You're right.
Nothing like the pressure anywhere of New York. That's right. A player could be great somewhere else, and he comes to New York. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the after party.
Right, nice. He's right, though. He's right. He's 100% correct. 100% right.
Does anybody here have the feeling that the cool off kind of Marvin Stoudemire? He's been back now, and now we having the cool off though.
There you go.
You think it's Amari's problem though?
Trying to fit.
Well, you know what? I have to think personally. I think it's the loss of Raymond Felton. I don't think we have nobody to break the defense down, to penetrate. No, there's no lobs, no nothing. This kid Pablo's a pretty good player, but he's not a shooter. At least Raymond Felton was struggling shooting, but he's a threat to score. And he was able to get into the lane. We have nobody to get into the lane. He makes, he makes Chandler better. He makes Carmelo's already good, but he makes him better. He'll make Amari better with the pick and roll. We need help. And we have nobody to break the defense down right now. So I don't know if that's the deal. But the bottom line is this, fellas, is that Raymond Felton is really that good. That the loss of Raymond Felton has...
In actuality, yes, because every team goes as the point guard goes.
Need somebody
to and like you say, look at the time period of when things happen.
Right.
He went out, Marvin Stoudemire came back, but...
Got nobody to give him the ball. Right. Got nobody to give him the ball. You know what I'm saying? But Jason Kidd was held scoreless for the first time this year. Is he wearing down?
Well, that's when his little statements come into play a little bit over there.
All the OGs will break it down right now.
Okay, Camby's out. Camby's out 2 to 4 weeks.
Rashid broke down.
Rashid broke down. He ain't been back. You know what I mean?
Status quo.
Yeah. You're right. You have a point.
You made a good point too earlier. that you know in sports, a lot of people sleep on teams because you haven't been performing correctly. The Knicks haven't really been performing correctly. They came out with a better scheme this year, and it worked early. Right. People start reviewing films. Right. People start studying, and things do happen. So it could be, it could be that, like you said, people may have
figured them out.
Or maybe they're just trying to figure out their team. They got Shumpert coming back. They might trying to slide Amari in. Guys are getting hurt.
But Shumpert's not back yet, though. You know what I'm saying?
They on his return, coming back soon.
That's true. That's that point guard thing. And like you said, maybe they're up on the 3-point shooters. Novak hasn't been able to do what he's usually doing. You know what I'm saying? They're just, maybe they figured them out. But that's where game plan comes in. Basketball just like football. You got to have a game plan. You got to change things. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to Mike Woodson to change things and see what he can do. But play is play. Coach is coach. So Knicks are on a 3-game losing streak, which is not the end of the world, fuck. I mean,
no doubt.
The bottom line is, if you look at the stats, Boston's 4 games behind, Brooklyn's 2 games behind. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we got, 50-some-odd games to go?
Yeah, long way to go.
So we all right. Knicks are on a 3-game losing streak, 4-6 out of the last 10 games, 7-8 out of the last 15 games. And the question I want to ask you guys, is this the real Knicks team now, or was at the beginning of the year sort of a fluke?
Fluke.
I don't think it's a fluke.
It's a fluke. That's the best they're going to get. They're going to go into a groove where they're going to lose 8 or 10 games, and things will be right back at status quo.
Well, I think games over 500 is not a fluke.
No. Knicks are a much improved team, without a doubt.
I like the coach. I like the coach. The coach was the best thing that ever happened to that team. They had a good coach. He's Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson's a good
Mike
coach.
Woodson, but can he win though?
He wasn't a winner in Atlanta.
They didn't go far in the playoffs, though.
Atlanta, man. Right.
They didn't go far in the
Charles
playoffs.
Smith, Marvin Williams, Joe Johnson. He good, but come on, what is he doing?
Yeah, come on. He fits for now, though.
He had good players in Atlanta. He ain't have great players.
So what do you guys think of Amari's 5-game comeback since he's been back?
Well, he didn't look very impressive.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Well, I think a lot of people thought he was really not impressive last year either. So
there you go.
And I guaranteed if we had a vote, I think a lot of people would. If somebody said trade him, I think a lot of people would agree.
Yeah. Well, who's going to eat that contract?
Nobody.
That's the problem.
98 million.
If somebody said trade him, we would.
He could be on the bench of my team.
Everything ain't possible. Everything's not possible.
Well, like you said, Shumpert, he's cleared to practice now.
And are the Knicks fully healthy? I mean,
no. Will they ever be fully healthy?
Hopefully by the playoffs.
You know what I mean?
The playoffs. The playoffs?
They're going to make the playoffs.
10 games over 500, man.
Playoffs? We're going to the playoffs.
I'm going on the record to say right now the Knicks will not make the playoffs.
All right. Okay.
That's what On the Block Sports Talk is about. Everybody's got their opinions. Right. You know what I mean? Knicks are rumored to have talked to Kenyon Martin to come through. Which I think would help him, even though he's a little rusty, but he's a player with heart. He's a big body. He's going to grab rebounds. You know what I'm saying? He'll help Chandler out. I think their defense will be better with him. I don't know what happened with Marcus Campbell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, But he was going to do all that. Barry, what happened,
Time.
But he was all right out there in Portland, Stat.
JD said it best.
Talk like that.
Bring him
Talk
back
your
when they
way,
broke
Doc.
down.
You said Kenyon Martin, right?
Okay, what's you guys' thoughts on the Carmelo KG thing? You think KG was out of line?
Not at all.
Nah.
Wow.
In competition, trash talk will
Garnett
oversee,
fan.
and you're supposed to be a professional.
I think he has the worst
to ignore it.
winning championship celebration ever. Is
KG a Hall of Fame?
Absolutely. Well, I just don't like him.
Would you want KG on your team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since he's not, if you were a Knicks fan, you probably would say, wait a minute, another old dude? So, I mean, hey.
You come off the bench with the Clippers.
Another old dude? Like you just said, you make a good point. We keep getting guys after something happens. So, KG's not on his best leg right now either.
No.
So, why we need some old dudes?
He might be a new name.
He's like Larry Holmes, flabby and soft.
He has a history. KG has a history doing stuff. You know that he's like to play mind games with other players.
And he has.
As y'all remember, he used to, if the whistle blows, somebody take a shot, he'd snatch it out the air.
He
likes to do that. He likes that type of stuff. So that's his type of thing, to get guys out of their game, with the mouth talk and stuff like that. So,
and he has for years.
That's right, exactly.
But
that's his style.
But did he cross the line? What's up, Chief? How you doing? All right. You think KG crossed the line talking about Carmelo and
Yeah, he did.
Do you think it was fair that Carmelo got suspended for a game and fined?
I think that was fair because he overreacted. You know, it's basketball. I mean, he crossed the line talking about his wife, but
He
went to the bus. I mean, what, you gonna fight him? At the bus. This is not the street. You in the NBA.
He
definitely did have his Scully and his hoodie on outside the bus.
Yeah, you're supposed to be professional.
And the bottom line, and if he's the leader, he is the leader of the team, Stat. You know what I'm saying? You got to set an example. You know what I'm saying? If they see him do that, then
He cost his team a game. He cost his
Right.
team a game.
And Garnett would have knocked him out anyway.
Nah.
Garnett would have knocked him out.
That was real street.
Remember that
man.
JD
Listen.
said that? Building 3, 225.
Remember when Carmelo punched Marty Collins in the face?
Bro camp
You
all
heard
day.
him out the guard? Melo's crazy, man.
oh yeah, he's a big boy. He's from the streets. You know what I'm saying? With the Knicks next 5 games against the Hornets, they play Sunday
Lost.
at Detroit.
Lost.
You got Brooklyn again.
Lost.
Okay, which should be a big game at Boston and at Philly.
Lost.
You gotta beat Boston, like you keep saying.
You gotta keep
I
Boston.
said the Knicks
gotta
lose the
beat
next
Boston.
5 games.
I don't even care about the other games. You gotta beat Boston.
For
You
some
heard
reason,
that,
it's
Rowley?
mental.
You hear that, Rowley? The next 5 games, the Knicks will
It's
lose.
mental, man.
It's mental.
Right. You gotta beat Boston.
It's mental. You know, teams have played the Knicks like Boston, and I think it's a mental thing with them. They just can't beat them for some reason. Or have a hard time with them.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, look at the Knicks. 13 losses. 5 have come from teams. You know, Houston, who's really not a better team than them, but they beat them twice. Chicago beat us 3 times without Derrick Rose.
Right.
Are we worried?
Yeah, you should be.
Patience, no Granger.
You should be.
Pacers with no Granger.
We had no
Yo,
Melo.
but Pacers
We had
is
no
a good
Melo.
defensive team.
They are the best defensive team
We had no
in the
Melo.
NBA right now.
That's right.
I mean, we don't got
Still
to panic
don't
about
know.
this. We coasted through the season right now.
Okay, well, we got something here. You know, who do you think's better, the 2013 Knicks or the 94 Knicks? You know, 94 Knicks had Starks, Derek Harper, Anthony Mason, Ronaldo Blackman, Herb Williams, Oakley, Ewing, Herbert, Hubert Davis, Greg Anthony, Charles Smith, Anthony Bond.
I'm going on the record. Stop it. That team was definitely better. They had more heart.
It's not.
That team had more heart.
That's what I just told you.
Yeah.
The heart factor. It's not.
And look at the competition
They had a
they
better coach,
played.
too. They
Look
had
at
a
the
better coach,
competition. That's when Centers was in the league.
There you
That's
go.
when you just couldn't walk down the league. Everybody had a center, a 7-footer to throw your.
Would you have said that at the beginning of the season when the Knicks was looking great?
Yeah. Everybody was saying it's as good as the 94 team. At the end of the year, everybody was saying it.
First of all, we gotta understand, we New Yorkers here. New York fans always jump out
The window.
when something goes, right. Especially when it's a team that hasn't done anything in a long time.
That's right.
Look, we got a Jets jersey in here. He is
Since Nixon was president.
When the Jets went to the
AFC Championship.
what
2 years in a row.
What did New Yorkers do? Jumped out the window.
Right, they stopped being
We jumped out the window.
I didn't jump out the window. I was just happy to be relevant.
Yeah, you was relevant. So you jumped a little bit. You looked out the window.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, but that's how New Yorkers do. We couldn't help ourselves, and the Knicks was on a really good streak.
Yeah. And
You know,
it's over.
we looking for something.
Showtime is over.
That's
baby.
why it's so hard to
Reality
perform
is
here
finished.
because everybody's like, "Oh, you do anything good?" Like, "Oh, we going." It's like, wait, guys, like, relax.
It's tough to play in New York, but
It's hard to play in New
I just
York.
want to say this on the record right now. Golf said that they going to the championship this year.
He say that every year.
Every year.
Niggas go to the championship.
He's that type of man.
That's all right, dog. Well, see, you gotta believe, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how many people agree with this, but see, for me, I learned that being a sports fan is still more important than being a team fan.
True. See, listen, I like the Dolphins. He likes the Dallas. But I love the NFL.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I love the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
So you still think
but
the
you know
still
one
live?
thing? I like baseball, but I love the Yankees though. And I won't watch all baseball, but I will definitely watch the Yankees most of the time though.
Because I was in the Bronx.
But I watch all the basketball games and I watch all the football games. I think all in all, we're sports fans.
Yes, definitely.
You know, just like college football.
I'm
Certain
more of a
teams
team
don't watch all the
because
college.
if my team lose, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to watch no more games. Turn the TV on. I feel like
You're not a sports fan. Like,
being a Jet fan, I turn the TV on, man. I'm good.
You know, man,
I'm a sports fan, but it hurts, man.
It hurts.
They had the
Catch
All-Star
the game
team
at night.
going against Detroit.
Yeah.
Who they had on that team?
Gary Payton, Malone, Shaq, and Kobe.
Man, I swear to God, I could put the bank on that team.
Yeah, they lost.
And they lost. They looked horrible.
Karl Malone was
Because you're a real sports fan, right? You're a real sports fan. You know that what comes down on paper don't necessarily work on the court.
True that.
True that.
So that's guys just jumping out the window again.
Yeah.
Karl Malone got hurt though that series.
Yeah.
That was an all-star team on paper,
team.
but like I said,
Gary Payton looked horrible.
Y'all got an all-star team. The Lakers have an all-star team again on paper.
But they hurt.
But back then they was at the end of their career too.
Yeah. He was out.
The glove was at the end of his career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, but the glove still went to Miami, played well for them, and won the championship with Miami.
I do believe that team, all healthy, still would have won. That team.
That Laker team.
The Laker team.
Yeah. We were supposed to win.
They was healthy. Karl Malone was the part that killed them.
Well,
Him not being healthy.
There's always one play that hurts you. I mean, who prevented the Knicks from going to the chip a lot of times?
Who prevented
Jordan. Well, he prevented everybody.
Everybody. O.J. Simpson.
You know, I mean,
yes, for the record, I truly believe had he not retired, Houston would not have rings.
There you go.
I truly believe that.
What's that?
100%.
Houston,
If Jordan retired, Houston wouldn't have any
2
rings.
years. You can't.
Olajuwon would not have rings if Jordan was out.
Olajuwon's a real deal.
Hard to say. That wasn't hard to say.
Because Olajuwon was a problem.
They was a real problem. And Chicago was at their best at that time. They had become stronger at that time. They wasn't getting weaker. They was getting better at that time. Houston couldn't deal with them.
Came right back in.
They won 7 games with the Knicks. Michael Jordan's never seen Game 7 in a championship.
Come on, they beat them.
Michael Jordan's never seen a Game 7.
No.
He ain't never seen one.
Jordan
listen,
in a championship.
55 with the flu? Come on, man.
That was the Jazz.
I was at that game too, at the Garden too.
Wow.
When they came back.
55 and he had the flu.
That was classic.
No, that wasn't the flu. That wasn't the flu. That was the Jazz. He got the flu. He didn't have 55 Knicks.
And listen,
any push through no basketball. Any push you got the flu. If you got the flu, anybody know who had the flu? You in the bed. You feel like you're gonna die. You're not playing no basketball. He didn't have no flu.
He did that for TV.
I'm not even a fan. I'm a fan.
Sports is full of fake injuries. And
he didn't have no flu.
So it goes around.
Explain this, Mr. Sportsman. Patrick Ewing, finger roll in and out against Indiana.
He had a torn Achilles and he jumped from a part of the court that he couldn't dunk the ball anywhere.
It's okay.
There's no excuse on that. There's no excuse.
Everybody said he should have dunked the ball.
Everybody should have hit over the rim. He was over the rim.
He was on so
Guess what? Patrick Ewing was not a fly like that, and he jumped from a spot too far on the floor.
He
could not even charge it for him, man. Yo, look at the replay. He didn't want to charge it for him. It would have been charged.
No, if you would have dunked it, the voice
would have been charged. He would have been charged.
I respect
I don't think
he couldn't dunk it. He couldn't dunk it. That's why he jumped
too far. He jumped too far. When you watch the replay, it looks like
he could have done it.
He was 7'1"? He's 7'1"?
7 foot.
7'1".
Small hands.
What the hell he doing jumpers? A center. It's
He can shoot.
Listen,
Like
one Shaq O'Neal, baby.
Okay, stop that now. The whole league is like that now.
When Ewing was young, he was in the paint. Right. But you know, as he got older, he had that jump shot. Hakeem Olajuwon was in the paint, but he had a jump shot too.
He's flying jumpers.
Isn't the guy in Detroit was taking 3-pointers?
Bill Lambert.
Yeah.
That's right.
Way back then.
But he was a different type. Listen, everybody, there's always somebody that's going to stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, back then, Detroit couldn't get him because of Boston, right? Mm-hmm. Knicks couldn't get him because of Larry Bird when they had Bernard King.
But back to your question at hand, believe it. Patrick couldn't dunk that ball. Yeah. Patrick always had bad knees. He never was really.
He was a finesse.
Not on a run from that far. Patrick was one of those guys that dunked the ball when he was under the basket and he was free. I've seen guards block Patrick Ewing shot. I remember getting a Robert Pat block Patrick Ewing's dunk.
All right, let's squeeze in. Definitely gonna squeeze in.
No, he's biased. He's biased. If it ain't about his boy, he ain't gonna say nothing good. LeBron James.
That's not even
You don't count. LeBron won't count.
Overrated.
Wow.
I don't think he's that good. He's overrated.
How's he not that good?
3 MVPs? How's he not that good?
Yeah, well, if you got the president of the league in your pocket, you have 3 MVPs too.
He shooting.
Stern, you got that Juice Stern.
Stern ain't on the court with him. Shooting, dunking. Yo. Go Go back to free OJ, man.
Free OJ got a better heart than that, man.
So who's the best player in the league?
Go back to free OJ.
Who's the best player in the
Best
league?
player in the
All right
league.
now.
What's going on here, man?
I'm not disputing that either, but
Who's the best player in the league? Who's the best player in the
Give me
league?
the answer.
it ain't him. Huh? Another one that says it's not LeBron?
Who do you like?
Paul.
So throw a name out there. Got to throw a name out there.
Right now.
He's top
Kobe?
five.
What you
He's
like?
top five.
He's a Clippers fan. He's a Clippers fan in New York.
He's top five.
Last year.
There you go. When they started getting good last year.
He's bandwagon. I don't respect fans like that.
Bandwagon.
I ain't bandwagon.
JD, you a
Clippers fans last year.
I'm a realist. I'm a realist.
Hold on, so we got everybody. So we got a
Clippers
going on
in
here.
the league now.
Who's the best player in the league?
Who's the best
Kobe or LeBron?
LeBron. I mean,
LeBron's better than Kobe right
Kobe
now.
is an excellent scorer, but he doesn't make other players better.
No, he doesn't. Neither does LeBron.
LeBron is making
LeBron's
other
a
players
better
play.
player.
Do you see the
better
talent he
passer
brought
than
to
him.
Cleveland to the
LeBron's a better
championship?
all-around player.
Kobe's still in the stats.
Right now.
Kobe's
Right
Can
now.
you name the star player where LeBron James is going to Cleveland?
As far as legacy and status, LeBron ain't there yet. You got to win a few more.
You need help.
He
He didn't have help. He didn't have help.
went to Miami, got help. Kobe got 5 of them things.
Yeah, but Kobe had Shaq.
Shaq had Kobe.
Right?
I'm tired of that. Shaq had Kobe.
They had each other.
LeBron got Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. What are you talking about?
Now.
I mean, you need help.
Michael
Jordan needed help.
I'm saying that LeBron don't got nobody.
Mike couldn't win Scotty.
He can't. He couldn't.
Crazy couldn't win Scotty.
LeBron's going back to back.
Not this shit,
They're
baby.
Back
Don't be confused with the regular season, man. They're gonna play their best.
I think they cruising too.
For the
cruising.
record, LeBron did go to the chip with about nobody.
Yeah, he still can't even start.
Cleveland, he went to the chip with nothing.
With nothing.
In the East,
Cleveland was
against nobody.
still. He
They
had
were just
nothing.
who
He had
he
nothing
was.
to say.
He went with the Pistons.
He did
That's
go.
what the Pistons then.
Okay, Kobe Bryant has nobody right now. He can't have a winning record.
He
Right now.
has the white house.
Nobody. He was in the East.
He's
It was just
a great scorer.
He has Meta World Peace in the White House.
He doesn't pick his spots. You see, Kobe should cruise and take over in the fourth. Like, get everybody involved. Get Dwight some touches.
Right.
There's no reason Dwight Howard went 6 or 7.
The Michael formula? You mean the Michael Jordan formula?
The White's a bum.
Dwight Howard's above.
And he is not the real Superman. We all know who the real Superman is.
Michael Jordan.
My man.
There's only one
Excuse me.
Superman.
Shaq O'Neal, baby.
He was
the big
Batman.
balls, the
Michael
big
Jordan's
balls.
only Superman.
Fellas, we kind of got to move on to other stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. The Knicks.
Because we only got a 50-minute show here. You know, we can keep
Alright, cool.
talking about the Knicks. Talking about the Knicks. Let's spend 2 minutes on Brooklyn. What you guys think about Brooklyn?
I think Brooklyn is good. I like them. They're exciting. The stadium is beautiful.
They're dangerous. They got a lot
They're
of
very talented. And they're only 2 games in back of the Knicks.
They look the better since they fired their coach. PJ Carlissimo
You
got
think
them
PJ
balling.
stays? Think PJ
depends.
stays?
If they keep going on like this,
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm a Speedwell fan. Don't ask me.
They're
that
2
question.
games. They go Raleigh. They go Raleigh.
We just finished talking about the Knicks. Get in here, man.
He came too late.
Chris. This should not be sitting.
This ain't the Clippers fan. Get him out of here.
And they 2 games.
Clippers fan.
And they 2 games behind the Knicks.
Chris.
First of all, they're not
They're
even
2 games behind.
Yeah,
They got a
heck,
better record than the Knicks.
Now you
so-
talking about Brooklyn right now.
Talking about Brooklyn.
Yeah, they talking Brooklyn. I like Brooklyn.
Hey, you got a good
They got a
winning
solid
streak
second.
going on.
Elite point guard and a 2 guard that can. He's iffy. He's not a superstar, but he can get you right.
Okay, real quick, what you guys think about the Darren Williams situation? I mean, he's getting coaches fired. Is he that good?
He's overrated. He
He's
shouldn't-
overrated.
That contract. He shouldn't get that contract. He never got that
I
contract.
think Darren Williams is nice.
I think
He's nice.
He's nice.
He's nice.
He ain't no super winning star.
Top 5.
He's a
Top 5
superstar.
point guard. Top 5 point guard.
Definitely. He just having a bad.
Is that dude Johnson doing 20
I
mil?
don't know.
He's
I don't
definitely
know.
Who,
overrated.
Joe Johnson?
He got 100 million.
Overrated.
That's overrated.
That's overrated.
Who's that, Joe
Chris,
Johnson?
baby. Chris Paul, number 1, baby.
Once again, that's a New York team again
You got
too.
Rondo.
It's a New York team, so you got
Rondo.
New Yorkers who are
Rondo's better
gonna
than
say
Darren
things that are really
yeah,
not
Negative.
He's better as a
No,
point guard. He's better than
totally
Darren Williams.
He's a better passer. I
Some
get
little
you.
feeling
Better
about it.
rebounder.
New York.
Better rebounder. He's not a better scorer than Darren Williams.
I mean,
How can you?
45 total times as well.
Darren Williams is a better scorer than Rondo.
Kid.
Rondo's a better rebounder and a passer.
Better defender.
Rondo's a better general.
Better defender.
Yeah.
Better general.
Oh, no, you're a Knicks.
He's a good point guard.
Better general.
Better general, without a doubt. Rondo's top 5 point guards.
I don't like Rondo.
I got Rondo, Chris Paul.
I don't like Rondo.
I had Derrick Rose up here, but I don't know. It depends on how he comes back from the injury.
He's gonna be fine.
Derrick Rose is
Russell still got it.
Yeah, you gotta put Derrick Wings up there.
Russell Westbrook.
I would say Westbrook, but he's not really a point guard. He's a scorer. Like,
Neither is Derrick Rose. He averaged 8
Neither is
assists a
Derrick
game.
Rose.
He averaged 8 assists a game.
But Derrick Rose needs his team to score. Westbrook. Well, you can say that too.
Westbrook has Kevin Durant.
When he takes a lot. He's erratic though. He takes a lot of shots.
Kevin Durant, second best player in the league.
Who?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He plays for first, yo.
He might
I don't think he's better than LeBron.
Melo top 5.
I'm a true.
First of all, if I gotta go top 5 in the league, I'm gonna be honest. After you say LeBron, you gotta say Kobe. He's in his 17th year, averaging 30 points a game.
He's in the top.
Why would you say Kobe? He's averaging career highs in field goal percentage.
I wouldn't say Kobe's losing. Kevin Durant has knocked Kobe out the last 2 years.
I mean, but with youth comes in, you know. Kobe
Kevin Durant played better in those series than Kobe.
You can't ignore it, Kobe. You can't ignore Kobe.
I'm a Laker fan, but
that's for sure.
I would say Kobe's third.
You know what's misleading too? A lot of us was taught that numbers don't lie, but in sports it do, because things happen in sports that change numbers. If your team is not producing, some people take more shots, so some people score more points. Some people have less field goal percentage. Those numbers are not really all true, because it depends on what's going on with your team.
But you know something? But you know something? The bottom line is this: Coach's been doing this consistently for years.
No, I'm just asking you.
Who's your top 5?
I would say LeBron is the #1 player right now in the league, and I'm not going to kick Kobe out. But he's fighting with but Durant is right there fighting. That spot is really
why none of y'all saying Melo?
We
saying top 2. Why are we not putting Melo
in the top 2? The top 2. Because we New Yorkers.
Y'all are just judging over the last couple of games because he lost his head.
No. We're talking about career. As everything.
He's top 5. You gotta say that.
He's top 5. Right now he's top 5. Yes. You said top 2 though.
I like top 3.
I'll give you maybe that. You said top 2.
I like top 3. 5 is too low.
You gotta put Chris Paul up there too.
Carmelo.
You gotta put Chris Paul up there.
That's your top
5.
Chris
Paul
No. Chris Paul. If you be honest about it, Chris Paul is probably the only player in the league that makes other people better.
Thank you, Raleigh.
That's why I put Steve Nash used to do it. He can't anymore.
That's why I like Raleigh. That's why I wanted Raleigh up here. That's why I told him to come in.
I don't think Rondo makes anybody better. He just
Raleigh, baby. Marble Hill.
He just gives it to people like Paul Pierce. And
Paul Pierce
is always a great player.
Still makes him consistent. He gives him the ball in the right place. That's like Stockton.
Wait, answer me one question. Who does he make better?
Yeah.
Whole team.
Who does Rondo make better?
Avery Bradley.
He's trying to say like
Avery Bradley.
mediocre players. Like you see, Chris Paul can make mediocre players. Look at Matt Barnes right now. He's fighting out his career highs right now.
Rondo's not in the top 5, so we getting off pace here because he's not in the top 5.
You're right.
Who? Rondo. He's not in the top 5.
No. But with the Clippers, you got to look at. He makes DeAndre Jordan and Griffin better.
Who, Rondo? Because I don't think he's better than
his players are better than him.
No.
I don't think he's better than Chris.
Hold on.
He get all the assists he wants.
Right, and rebounds, but he can't score. He can't put the ball in the. He
can't
shoot.
I can't put you top 5. If I can't shoot.
I can't give you top 5.
If I can't trust you,
I can't give you top 5.
Point guard?
No, we're just saying top 5 players.
No, he in the top 5.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but he's top 5. He's top 5 as far as point guard.
No doubt.
And I don't trust Rondo.
And so is
I don't trust Rondo. If I put you on if you're a 60% foul shooter and you have the ball in your hand in the fourth quarter, and I foul you, you can't hit free throws.
But you know something? He's gonna lock you up. He's gonna make the steal. He's gonna get a rebound.
He hasn't been really locked up lately. Not lately. Since he got that contract, that locking up thing is not really. You really locked up. That's now left to Avery Bradley.
There you go.
And I ain't gonna lie, he straps up.
Top 5 is probably Kobe,
Don't say one.
Kevin Durant. No,
If that ain't
LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, and Carmelo.
Has anybody asked the Laker fans?
I agree with that. I agree with that. I would agree with that. I got enough time to get on that.
I just
We all know what is the number one team.
I think Tony has a reason to
West
do
side of
that, too,
California all day, baby.
That's only this year.
And baby, we gotta roll out that road trip all day. You know how we do.
We've been the best team for 100 years.
For a long
2
time.
months don't
That's
mean
what
much.
happens.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, but you're nervous out there, La La Land.
Nobody's
You're nervous out
nervous.
there.
I'm getting ready to hit the skids.
Win one. I'm gonna say like say, win one.
Jack Nicholson ain't even coming to the games no more.
Win
Oh,
one.
Jack ain't even at the front line no more.
Next topic.
Next topic is we got some NFL wild card weekend. It's divisional playoff weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, top 8. Let's talk about the first game. Baltimore at Denver.
I like Peyton that game. I like. Oh,
Denver.
I'm not convinced. Peyton is 0-3 and under 40.
It's
going to be.
We spoke about that earlier, though.
He's 9-0 against the Ravens.
I think he has the best talent
But
around him.
I think the
Son
gotta give. It's either this. Flacco, Peyton.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then
Instead, you gotta look at their defense too. Denver's got the best defense in the league down there. If not, top 3.
It's the best defense Payne ever had, probably.
It is. It is. No, you right about
The
that.
only way the Ravens can win if they run the ball and keep time of possession away from Payne.
There you go. Without a doubt.
You gotta give it to Ray Rice.
Yeah.
You gotta feed it very right.
But they have weapons out there. That's why they like.
But you got Von Miller there clogging that middle up though. You don't think?
I believe that Baltimore put everything they had on the line last week. Ray Lewis's last home game, and they're gonna go into Denver.
They get smacked up. Everybody believe they get smacked up today.
Sounds good. That sounds right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
That's probably big.
We all gave it back if Baltimore win today, and we all.
That's all right. No, I'm going for Baltimore. You going to Baltimore though?
Your theory sounds good.
I'm going for Baltimore.
So like this, if Denver gets a
Riley's
lead, like if they get like a 7-point, 14-point lead, it's over.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this.
That's any playoff game. Really.
Listen, stat-wise and
No,
history-wise,
some teams like if they
all
get a
these
lead,
teams that have
that's
beaten these teams early in the season by 20, more than 10 points, have lost them in the playoffs.
Let's do that.
Stat-wise, that's just stat-wise.
Stat-wise. But I guess what?
But I think Denver's gonna really just beat up on Baltimore today.
I bet you this.
I think it'll be close, but Denver will pull it out.
I bet you this.
Baltimore's only gave Peyton Manning and Tom Brady problems though, but their defense is not the same.
Not the same defense.
They're not the
They
same.
get it old.
Let's talk about the real game, which is tonight game. San Francisco, Green Bay.
I think Green Bay got that.
Well, I already voiced my opinion on that earlier. I noticed that all throughout the history, you get that bye week, somebody always comes out sluggish. And San Francisco looks like the team that's going to come out sluggish and get snuffed.
I get some close
believe in
with him.
I agree with that.
That's a toss-up.
He just can't win the big game.
Alex Smith's not playing, JD.
He's not playing.
I don't like when you're successful, like San Francisco been over the last 2 years, and then you switch your quarterback next season.
I think they
and now you think Kaepernick is gonna take. I don't believe he's
Do
ready
you
for
think
this.
maybe he may not be ready for him, stat, but do you think he's a better quarterback though?
Maybe
Do you think he's better for the system
in the
though?
long run.
He has more talent, but Alex Smith is like a better game manager, I believe.
And in the league now, everybody's running that pistol. Well, you fake it to the running back.
Right.
Quarterback's going, so.
I don't think you make that change in the middle of the season, and Alex Smith is playing well.
But that's a coach's
He didn't do anything to lose his job.
He couldn't wait for that to happen.
Alex Smith and the 49ers were this close from going to the Super Bowl.
Well, listen, the bottom line is this, like I tell everybody else, if Ted Ginn was returning punts last year, or kickoffs, they would have never lost.
Exactly.
Right.
There's
You
no
know what I mean?
fumble.
They fumbled twice, you know what I mean? So.
And another point still goes that look what happened. The quarterbacks got switched, and then the leading receiver got switched really because Vernon Davis went from being the number 1 receiver to Crabtree now being the number 1 receiver. And Randy Moss is not getting enough time on the field. Sorry.
If you guys had a choice, what would you guys pick? Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, or Tom Brady?
I'm taking
I'm taking Tom Brady. I don't like Rodgers.
That's the situation.
Rodgers talented.
Aaron Rodgers is the real deal. I'm taking Peyton Manning over Tom Brady.
I'm taking Peyton Manning over
I gotta
everybody.
go with the resume.
Peyton Manning is a great, he's a great regular season quarterback.
Tom Brady.
Hold on, he had a quiet MVP year.
I said his resume playoff-wise lately has been. Remember, they haven't won anything since 04.
Because he can't beat the Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as you don't run into the Giants, though, I think
a lot of people consider that
they've lost six. They've lost.
Once again, situations different. You put Peyton Manning on the Giants with that type of defense. Guess what, fellas?
Yeah. What are they?
You know what happened?
But the Giants defense didn't do nothing this year. That front
It's
four
better than anything he ever had at the Colts.
Yeah, but listen, that front four he's got now with Von Miller and the linebackers and the cornerbacks they got now in Denver are the real deal.
And this is his first time he's won 9 games in a row.
10 games.
10 games in a row. And like I said, Peyton Manning's never really had. This is his first time ever really having a defense. He hasn't had the luxuries that Eli Manning has had. He hasn't had the luxuries that Tom Brady has had. He's never Ben Roethlisberger. He's a bum. He's got better now. He's got better now. But he has a really great luxury. Defenses. Remember what Phil Simms did when he was with the Giants? All he had to kick 2 field goals and win something.
And they ran the ball well.
There you go.
That's why I consider it foolish when people say Eli is better than Peyton. That's foolish.
It's foolish.
Even though he has 2
Totally
rings,
foolish.
but
let's not.
He's not as
let's not throw
consistent as
dirt on Eli.
We're not.
He's made some.
He makes plays when it counts.
He makes plays when it
Is he a better playoff quarterback than Peyton?
No. In the last 10 years,
sure.
I say yes.
Eli's not a better
I say
quarterback.
yes.
But is this true or not?
Because he makes plays when he has to.
Is this true or not? In the last 10 years,
It don't matter the weather.
Quarterbacks do.
Eli's all
He
weather.
didn't do
Don't
it this
matter.
year. He didn't do it this year.
But is this true or not?
He's the reason why his team is not in the playoffs.
No, they
Eli didn't do it well.
They defense, the secondary was
Eli
horrible.
Manning.
If you look, he went to all elements last year. Green Bay in the cold. He went to San Francisco in the heat. Anywhere he went, he performed, and they won.
And so did that defense. So did that this year.
He's a pressure type of quarterback.
In the last 10 years,
about the elements though, but you got to remember, Peyton had neck surgery and everything, so numbness, weather conditions, dampness.
For tonight's game, for today's game?
But you
are you still a coach?
But I got it. On top of that,
I mean, that's the roof of them.
I understand what he's saying.
So you're anything.
I understand what he's saying, but they've been there all year. Now you're a Giants.
I was a Giants fan.
You used to be a Colts fan.
I was with Peyton Manning.
That's the type of fans I be talking
about.
Greg Pasqua, chiropractor here on White Plains Road, reporting on NFL injuries. And the back letter, which is a recent journal, just reported, I came across an article regarding Peyton Manning. Many people are questioning why Peyton Manning would want to come back after his cervical disc fusion. He had a disc herniation and he had surgery that went into the front, and they took out the disc and fused the neck bones together so it wouldn't give him a problem again. And many people question his intentions of why he would want to come back after that severe surgery. Well, they just did a study on approximately 100 NFL players that had these cervical disc herniations. Kiwanuka was one last year who did not get surgery, and he ended up coming back as a hard-hitting linebacker and has had no problem all year. But out of the players that got surgery, 3/4 of them returned to NFL play, and about half of them that did not get the surgery also returned to play. Apparently that following this type of surgery, the range of motion is returned. There is not a problem with pain, and also football players, as we all know, could care less about pain. And the only time that they cannot return is if their muscle strength does not return. So if the pressure on the nerves causes weakening of the muscles, especially in a cervical or a neck disc herniation where those muscles are in the arm and the throwing motion, then in that case, if they can't get...
It is official. Peyton Manning ruled out. More drama, believe it or not.
Strength back, they cannot return. Now, on the other hand, in Peyton Manning's case, there's been, I remember there was a New York Giant, Ike Hilliard, that got cervical disc injury. He had fusion surgery and he returned. So these things are not unheard of. And if you can return at any position, it would be a quarterback, because quarterbacks are very much protected with the rules that they have now.
The only thing that I think Atlanta has an edge on is that it's a 1 o'clock game. I think if it was a 4:30 game, I think Seattle will have a much better shot because you're playing 1 o'clock West Coast time, as opposed to playing 1 o'clock. You're playing 10:30 West Coast time. You know, I think the game's up to 4:30 in the morning. So you're playing 10:30 in the morning, their time. You know,
Yeah, but I think that's why you bring your team in early.
Right.
Get used to that.
That's why I think it should have stayed on the East Coast though. But all in all, I still think Seattle will win tomorrow.
Yeah, like the defense pretty much.
Yeah, they got them big corners who can bump and run with Roddy White.
They have said Roddy White, and Tony Gonzalez, and Michael Turner.
Yeah, I think we
overhyping
overhyping that defense thing because when RG3 felt decent,
he was moving on him. But then again,
RG.
We got time.
Yeah, we got.
Still got time, right? What time we got?
20 minutes. Keep talking, Tom.
Okay, well, you got to tell me what time. How much time we got there?
RG3 was healthy. When RG3 was healthy, he led them to 2 scores early. Once his knee started acting up, that's when it all fell apart for them. But he was fine. They were fine against that defense.
What about Houston and New England tomorrow?
New England.
That's my upset. That's my upset right there.
Like Houston?
No, I don't see them. I'm going. I'm a Jet fan.
There you go.
But New England's gonna win.
Yeah, okay, once again, stop being a team man. I feel it, man. Let's be a mind.
New England's gonna win.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Houston.
There we go.
The last two
Heard that? You heard what you said?
beat in the regular season, blow them out. The team always beats them in the playoffs. Jets did it. Giants. And it's going down tomorrow.
But we're talking about team now. What's about team now? It has not.
But Houston got something. They got something. Look, they just got smacked up. They got something to prove. They mad.
They got something to prove.
They mad.
They don't have the.
They going.
It's like a first dance for them.
They got a good defense. They got a good.
Houston is stubborn as far as
New England can beat at home.
That man to man.
With JJ Watt,
if they play man to man, they're gonna get killed.
Yeah,
against Tom
that's a
Brady.
problem.
You can't zone
You have to confuse Tom Brady.
You can't zone him.
You gotta hit him, but you gotta play.
You know after the play. If you don't hit Brady, it's over.
If he knows what you're doing pre-snap,
It's not as easy.
Even if he makes a play, hit him.
Because he gets
Get a
rid of the ball
penalty,
quick.
hit him.
This is the first time in a
It's
long
it.
time.
Hit him, man. Just hit him.
This is the first time in a long time that New England has come in healthy offense and defense. It's gonna be a play.
No Giants.
They have a running game. They have a running game. They have a defense. They have a pass coverage.
They're dangerous without a doubt.
Everything is working for them right now.
Without a doubt.
Everything is working.
So everybody here likes
one
New England?
likes Houston.
Like Houston?
I like Houston.
Okay, listen. If Adrian Fortson can keep running the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep Tom Brady off the field, though.
My heart is with
Houston, but I don't
Even if he's running
I don't believe
30,
they
it's
do it.
not going to be enough to. That's not. They're not going to put enough.
What you guys think about last week with the RG3 thing? You think he should have been out?
I don't think he should
Stayed
have
in.
played.
He should have been pulled earlier than he got
He should have
pulled.
played.
he should have
He should have got pulled
He
earlier.
should play. This is football. It's a man's game.
They trying to hurt that guy. They
You know
trying
what
to hurt
I'm
him.
saying? Because if somebody says, "Oh, take me out, I'm hurt," and then they writing about him, they saying he's soft. So,
But he wasn't the same
Like
after
Jay
that.
Cutler, he got a little hurt, and everybody said he saw.
They're gonna stop.
I think the coach is going to get criticized either way. If you'd have took him out, he would
Regardless.
get
They
criticized.
played him prematurely, man. It takes only 8 to 10 weeks for an injury like that to heal.
but he was playing the previous week, and he was winning.
But still, this is the play.
Yeah, but if you-
And he was fine when it was 14 zip.
Yeah, but when you come with that
Exactly.
big old brace on your legs,
But he been playing with a big brace.
all right, but
He's right.
But what is the,
He's right.
but what is the outcome? He has to. They reconstructing his knee.
Reconstruction. He had
In his rookie year.
ACL.
The same knee he hurt in Bell in 2009.
So he may never recover from that properly like he
So maybe. So why are we saying he should have played? He should have played.
No, he should have played. But Shanahan kept him in the pocket. Shanahan quarterback in the pocket. Shanahan was rolling him out,
But he's not
making him run.
quarterback, though.
Yes, he is. He's not
No, not a pocket.
If he ain't running that pistol, he's not a
Robert Griffin III can throw the ball
He
with the
could,
best
but
of
that
them.
system, it consists of running the ball too.
Right. Well, they should have changed the system.
And listen, let's not knock Seattle. Listen, they only had 84 yards after that.
And the quarterback
Game
is the
plan.
truth.
You switch
And
game
that
plan.
young boy's the truth.
Russell Wilson's the real deal. He doesn't run around just to run. He runs around to throw the ball down the field.
I mean, if Washington makes the move earlier though
The Cousins.
to Cousins, I feel like they.
Been a better game.
Okay.
I agree with that 100%.
I like that boy.
Let's talk about some other stuff. Got a little bit about the Jets. Jets promote Dennis Thurman as their defense coordinator.
I'm getting a tattoo
That is good.
tomorrow.
Dennis Thurman used to be the cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys years ago. He's been with the Jets system for a couple of years. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, how you feel about it?
Why wouldn't Rex hire his brother?
Rex hired his brother.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Why?
I don't think he should have got fired.
That was crazy.
When you fire him, if you fire, okay,
I wouldn't do that.
You have Rex Ryan as your head coach. You have
not New York.
His brother as the defensive coordinator.
Too much.
Next year, if the Jets have a bad year and you get rid of Rex Ryan, you're automatically getting rid of his brother too, because his brother's leaving. So now you got to do this whole process all over again. Next year, if you keep Rex Ryan and you have a new defensive coordinator and you fire Rex Ryan, you can keep the defensive coordinator.
The Jets is all screwed up though. The whole franchise. They just want to make the papers. Because how you gonna fire your general manager, but tell you the new general manager, whoever they pick, you got to work with Ryan. That makes no sense.
Usually, bring in a new GM, you let him pick his coach.
Does Rex Ryan have something over Woody Johnson?
Yeah.
I don't know what he has.
Some
should have been.
The headlines, the press
Cowboys. I didn't even watch it, man.
I think he's just going off.
$30 million. We need a new quarterback. We need a pass rush. Definitely, we need a pass rush.
And that's he's been avoiding that for the past since he's been there. Like we don't need it. We don't need it. No. When we went Baltimore and we won the Super Bowl, we really had a pass rusher. But they just wasn't even a defensive coordinator.
Who's going to be our next quarterback? That's one thing on that. Sanchez got to go.
So how can he go? That's what I want to see. Like who's the general manager? What moves is he going to make? Something like that.
I say Mike Vick too.
Why not?
I know he won big, but if there's nobody else, I'll take it.
Wait. Are you willing to say I'll do another year?
No. I said big no. So Sanchez got to go. I want to just go start over with somebody else, man. We got to draft him. There's no quarterback.
He's got to win.
Rex Ryan is out of here.
But listen, you got no quarterback.
He's out of here.
I'm not trying to defend Mark Sanchez, but a lot of people are still overlooking the fact that the quarterbacks that did really bad this year, like Mark Sanchez, their O-lines have been putting them in jeopardy every time they snap the ball. Really, the reason Giants are not in the playoffs right now, because Eli's been running every time he says height.
Listen,
the reason
Rodgers makes stupid decisions.
Right.
Because just stupid. Like, why would you? He's always being harassed. As soon as he says height, the other team is in the backfield chasing him. He's too young for that.
Thank you. He's a check down quarterback, first of all. He's always been a check down quarterback.
He had no weapons on offense.
He's not having any time. Tom Brady never has weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever. But he's I'm just saying, like, that's no excuse.
Time out.
You can't compare them, but I'm just saying, like,
Tom Brady doesn't have any weapons.
He never had weapons.
He does have weapons every year. Every year he does have weapons. The quarterback last year we had Deion Branch, Jabbar Gaffney.
Right, early years.
But you know what? You got tight end.
When Randy Moss came.
That's the only big weapon he ever really had.
He always had blockers.
Well, let's
Troy Brown?
He turns players into weapons. Welker, Hernandez, Gronkowski, he turns them into weapons.
But all the best. What I'm saying is tight ends are dead nice.
Right. He always had
the animals. It's not fair. They're not fair.
Mark Sanchez is not mentally strong enough to
even Peyton Manning and Brady need time to think. They just can't have the other team in the backfield.
Sanchez had no weapons.
Wait, but nobody really complained about Mark Sanchez when he won the two straight AFC championships.
That wasn't Mark Sanchez. The first year we wasn't even supposed to go to the playoffs. We got let in.
But he
sucked that year.
But he won.
They got let in.
But he won. The playoff games.
I understand that.
And he did make some big plays.
I'm not saying he outplayed Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Sanchez would be better on another team.
I think we make the mistake.
He's only thrown the ball 15 times a game.
Exactly. I believe we make the mistake because, I hate to say it, Eli has done so well for the Giants that we try to compare them, but they're two different quarterbacks. They're different things.
But if you go to their first 4 years, Eli's first 4 years, Mark Sanchez's first 4 years, the numbers identical.
Damn near the same
Exactly.
thing. Damn near the same thing.
That's my
But you know something though? But you saw something when
But you saw progress.
You saw something.
You see small. He wasn't just
This
this was the make or break year.
The only difference.
This is the year Eli took him to the chip and won the fifth year.
That's a big difference.
I know,
That's a big
but it's the
difference.
only difference was
That's a big difference though.
Eli started stepping up.
We need some wide receivers.
Willie Johnson's not. He's not a football. Eli West just Eli Manning. He knows baby powder.
On off, Taco Bell.
You know what I mean?
And don't forget,
I don't have a
the
real strong
word
football
of
owner.
Pence. I'm 83 years old and I want results.
We're talking
about the Rich Coach site, man.
Talking about Rob Ryan. He goes to the Rams.
Wow.
This is a good pickup for the Rams because you got Fisher. And the Rams not. Listen, Rams
He's not bad.
quietly
losing.
had a good season this year.
You heard what Ryan said when he got
They
fired.
should have beat San Francisco twice.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
He said, I'll be
But
back in
I think
5
that's
minutes.
because he thought his brother was going to hire him right away.
No, I think he's cocky and he knew there's a job
The
out
Ryan
there
is
for
just
him.
cocky.
He knew it wasn't his fault.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, I'll give you another point. Show's winding down. But the teams that he's coached, that he's been on, besides Dallas this year, he did a pretty good job with Dallas. Cleveland, their defense was just all right. Is he going on a namesake? Is he going on his name?
He was going off the Patriots rep for a minute.
Yeah, but he wasn't the defensive coordinator.
First of all, he's going off his
That's
brother's schemes.
Yes.
You look at his schemes. He has similar schemes than Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan is the defensive
Well,
genius.
listen, okay, that's why this kid from Pittsburgh, from the Jets, the defensive coordinator, he left and went to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
He went to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think he wants his own identity. So we're going to see next year, was it really Rex's scheme or was it this kid's scheme too? You know what I'm saying? Because Rex like to blitz.
Right.
It's all out blitz. He's a blitzing, He got scammed where they blitz.
And they figured this out.
Well, was it this other kid scammed too? Schemes too. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. You know what I mean? Speaking of the Bills, they named Dick Marrone new head coach. Syracuse. Is that a good look? This guy right here is the Buffalo fan who stopped producing the show. You know what I'm saying?
Free OJ.
I know. Doug Marrone wasn't that successful at Syracuse.
Thank you.
So for him to now get an NFL head coaching job, it's like, why? How? I mean, if you bring him in as a quarterbacks coach, a defense coach, you bring him in and mold him, then that's great. But when you bring him in as from Syracuse, that they never made any noise.
You know something, Joe? I'm gonna tell you another mistake the Jets made. I don't know why they didn't grab up North Turner.
I don't know.
He's a great
He's not a good coach, but he's a great offensive mind.
I think I know why.
Him and Rex would be a great fit. Because Rex doesn't.
That's why Rex would never let North Turner come to the Jets.
Because he deals with
as soon as Rex Ryan, if they lose a couple of games,
He's
Rex
gonna be on the
Ryan's
hot
job is
seat.
on the line. He already knows North Turner can step in.
Right.
He wants to hire people who can't immediately step in and take his
Good
spot.
point. Good point.
But Rex doesn't care nothing about the
That's a
offense.
good
He
point.
doesn't even pay attention to the offense at all.
Listen, well, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to because listen, it's an offensive league this year. It's a passing league.
He's the only one that wants to ground and pound.
Yeah.
See that can work.
He said that at the press conference. I want to be.
And the league is set up for you to pass.
Click
If
it off.
you touch a receiver, it's a penalty.
But at the press conference he just had, didn't he say he was going to go away?
I cut it
from
off
the
after
ground?
5 minutes.
Right, but with the leave,
He said it. He started. As soon as he went that route, I said, you know what?
You have but the ground and pound. He didn't have no quarterback.
Some teams have to play that way because that's the way their scheme.
When he
is
first
set up.
came in,
You need running backs to ground and pound.
Yeah.
They really don't
Yeah.
have
and button gut's not doing it, Sean Green.
Exactly.
It's not doing it.
He's gonna.
Old button gut.
But like I said,
It's not doing it.
Hard and sweat.
Wazzy
He's
in that
done.
spot anyway.
Fellas, we got to wind down. I think we got like 2 minutes left on the show. We'll jump back to basketball. We got some little trivia questions here. NBA's biggest ball hogs. Westbrook. We got
Kobe.
Westbrook, Jordan
Iverson.
Crawford, Kobe, Rudy Gay, Monta Ellis.
Top 5.
Westbrook has more shots up than Durant, so that already tells you.
I was gonna say Westbrook too.
He's one.
I was gonna say Westbrook too.
He's one.
I don't think Kobe
Jordan
was
Crawford's not passing.
I don't think
We're not talking about Jamal Crawford.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Crawford.
The Wizards not passing the ball.
I mean,
he's not
I
passing.
would shoot too if I was
not
there.
yet.
I feel like when you play for the Wizards, you're
It's a
just
trial.
auditioning for another.
They do got this minor league feel to them. The Wizards.
Westbrook wins that one, so we
It's like
can
an
go next
audition.
one. Westbrook won that one.
Okay, who's your guy's favorite name
Nick.
of all time? Of all time.
I hate you, so you can't.
Patrick, why y'all doing that?
If you
Patrick
had
Ewing.
to put a gun in my hand, Patrick.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
John Starks.
My son's a Kobe fan.
Nobody's gonna say J.R. Smith.
Listen, no.
J.R. I love my man look like J.R. favorite. My favorite. All time. No fear. He doesn't care where the shot is. He does. Yo, I don't care.
Listen,
I go with him. Yes. J.R. Smith. That's my favorite Knick.
I'm gonna go with Walt Frazier.
Favorite Knick of all time?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Of all time?
Somebody knew the cameras was here, huh? Somebody knew the cameras was here. Somebody got together for the camera.
Yo, favorite Knick of all time?
Favorite Knick of all time, J.R. Smith.
Kenny Walker. Anthony Bonner.
We know Stat. He's a Jordan.
They're going crazy right now. They're going crazy.
I'm gonna say Walt Frazier. I'm a little old school. Walt
Frazier.
I'm gonna go BK.
I say
listen, BK was the man. You
that's
him. You couldn't stop him.
No, that's the only two I'm gonna say is Patrick Walker and Bernard King.
Not over Frazier. Not over Frazier and King.
I'm with Melvin Smith.
I'm schooling it.
Oakley. How about you? Yo, and that's it. We got to close out the show, man. Yo, this has been great. On the Block Sports Talk, man. It's your host, Hammer. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Garfield. We'd like to thank our man Rosie. You know what I'm saying? We'd like to thank Martin on Barbershop. Okay. Get in here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, keep that up. Rating on all people.
You know what I'm saying?
Rating on Ray G.
That's it, man. We got to close the show. This is the Hammer. Signing off, man. See y'all. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for everything. Peace. All right. Thanks a lot.
So in case you said JR still prison. Yo, so
Listen, we don't match up with Chicago for anything in the world. Even without heroes, they do us dirty.
Free OJ, baby. Hammer all that. Free OJ.
never let him go.
Free OJ.
Get now. That's all right.
Y'all seen him? See? On his face. I was on the point. I knew he
Listen, still going on. I was like,
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, right here.
on the Block Sports Talk.
Oh yeah, you know that girl that's called AKA.
Well, I know you.
That's right.
This is our scorecard, girl. She holds the scorecard up for us and everything.
Give me the mic.
You know what I'm saying? She like this.